A 42-year-old woman presents with trouble focusing on simple tasks and her thoughts are very scattered. These difficulties have been present ever since she was a young student in elementary school. She says she has had difficulty focusing both at school and at home. The patient is diagnosed with a psychiatric condition and is prescribed the recommended first-line treatment. Which of the following statements is true regarding the new medication? Okay, so this is asking, requiring you to also guess what medication was given and guess what is the side effect of that medication. Okay, it's ADHD. Okay, so let's just run through quickly what the side effects of what the features of ADHD is. For ADHD, you basically need to have symptoms of at least 6 months. Okay, these symptoms should have started when the patient was less than 12 years of age, and they need to be present in two or more settings like home or school, and they can be symptoms of attention deficit and hyperactivity or either of them. Okay, so you have okay, so this is the basic definition. You need to start at an early age, which is less than 12 years of age, need to be present for more than 6 months, and need to be present for more than two settings, and there can be symptoms of attention deficit, hyperactivity, or either or of them. Okay. Now let's have a look at what are the medications that are used. It needs to be present at less than 12 years of age. Nowadays, there's this new thing which has come up, which is adult onset ADHD, which doesn't meet the criteria of symptoms being present at less than 12 years of age. Okay, it's a new thing that has come. Now let's have a look at the medications that are used for ADHDs. Can you all tell me what is the first line medication for ADHD? Amphetamines. Yes, perfect. Arjun and Lasapriya, amphetamines are the first line medication, okay? In children and in adults, okay? So listen to me carefully, even those of y'all who won't. I'm going to run you through the medications, okay? So amphetamines are your first line medication for children and adults. They are stimulant medication. Now, certain parents can have some concern about their children having amphetamine, which is kind of known to be like a drug of abuse, okay? So in that case, atomoxetine, which is also a stimulant medication, but it's not an amphetamine, is often used in children and adults as a first-line medication. But amphetamines are preferred over atomoxetine, okay? Now, the second line medications in children, the B name is atomoxetine. It's there in the first year. I would have written it, but I don't. It's ATOMOXETINE. Okay. So atomoxetine is the other medication, which is also first line. Okay. Now, the second line medications are alpha 2 agonists like clonidine and guanfacine. Okay. Clonidine and guanfacine, which has a weird spelling of, I think, GUANFESCIN. Okay, so these are your alpha 2 agonists, which are second line. This is the treatment in children. Amphetamine, atomoxetine, alpha 2 agonists. In adults, the amphetamines and atomoxetine are the same. They're the first line treatments, but your second line treatment, you don't use alpha 2 agonists. Instead, you can use bupropion or TCA. Okay. So amphetamines, atomoxetine, alpha 2 agonists in children, bupropion or TCAs in adults. Okay. So this is a treatment for ADHD. Okay. So while I'm writing this, let's see what other options are wrong. Okay. Bupropion is less effective in adults with this disorder than this medication. Well, no, there's more side effects. That's why you prefer to use amphetamines and atomoxetine as first line. Okay. Chronic use of medication can lead to tardive dyskinesia. No. Can you tell me which medication can cause tardive dyskinesia on chronic use? Antipsychotics. Perfect. Okay. So no, not this one. It's this medication. This patient usually most probably has been given amphetamine, and that is why tardive dyskinesia side effect. Okay. Hypotension is a common side effect of this medication. No. It's a stimulant. It will more probably cause hypertension rather than hypotension. Sedation is a common side effect. No, it's a stimulant. It will more probably cause insomnia rather than sedation. Okay. So we know what is ADHD. We know what are the first line treatment and second line treatment of ADHD in adults and in children. Now let's see what are the most common side effects of amphetamine. Common side effect is appetite suppression, insomnia, and there can also be tachycardia and hypertension. Okay, but if you have any symptom, any question which is asking you what are the common side effects of amphetamine, you're going to say insomnia and loss of appetite. And to make sure this doesn't happen, usually try to give the child medications after food or before sleeping so that you can get rid of it. But amphetamines are very good effectivity in ADHD. So they are and have been first line treatment for a very long time in adults and children. Remember this. Amphetamine, first line ADHD, adults and children. Okay? Appetite loss and insomnia, most common side effect. Just have this as a take home point. We discussed a lot of things, but don't get confused. Okay, here they have given a table where they've told you what are the side effects, which are the common ones, which are the less common ones. This you're gonna go crazy trying to remember. If you all want to, you can, but just remember that insomnia, headache, irritability is common, and decreased appetite are common side effects. Okay.
Thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more.